What's stopping you from being with the person you love?
The feelings are not mutual. Been 5 years. Hurts much less, but a lingering pain is always there, especially since I've not been able to find love since.
I don't know if this will make you feel better, worse, or indifferent, so I apologize in advance if it lands poorly. But I was in the same boat for about 6 years. Then one day I found out a fact about the man I was in love with that really changed my opinion of him, to the point where I realized we were nowhere near as compatible as I thought we were. Basically, he endorsed ideas that I found reprehensible and consider incompatible with my morals and view of the world, when in the past he'd rejected similar ideas. My feelings died nearly overnight. Now I'm about a year past that, and have started sorta kinda seeing someone. We are not officially a couple and I'm not in love with him, but the potential is definitely there, and it's been so nice. I don't even mind, much, going glacially slow because I just genuinely enjoy his company. And the hilarious part is, you know those introvert jokes you see online like if it's meant to be, the love of my life will teleport into my living room? Well, I never had to leave my house to meet him. I hired him to do some work at my house and then we just kept chatting periodically. Eventually, like over the course of a year, it turned into talking every day, and now we have dinner together like once or twice a week.
Guy, confessed to this girl and she told me she's not into men. Pensive face. I'm grateful at least she was honest about it before getting into more complicated and awkward scenarios. It was a shock as I've never experienced such reply and it's been difficult trying to forget her. I've talked to her a bit so I know she meant it and not just trying to be nice or whatever.
I saw this girl at her job at the store I went to every day before I went to work and sometimes after getting off. After getting to know her well enough, we went out a couple of times and had fun. She told me she had to talk to me about something before we went out a third time. I didn't think too much of it until she had a slightly nervous look on her face. This made me nervous, thinking her family might not accept me. But no, she told me she was gay and thought that would change my opinion of her. Well, it didn't. She was still the cool person I met months ago and we'd be even better as friends, and to this day, 10 years later, she's still one of my very best friends.
Thought I met my soulmate actually. We met in college and were friends for 3 years. Always thought he might have a crush on me, but he was in a really bad relationship and I would have never gotten involved. Then they broke up. We started hanging out more and things just felt right. When we did start dating, it was incredible. No relationship is perfect, but I'd never been so happy and in love. First time a man has looked me in the eyes and said, "I can't wait to marry you," and honestly, I still think about that sometimes. Anyways, he cheated on me with his ex, got back with her, and then they broke up after a week or so. A couple of his friends left him because he just changed into a really shitty guy, and I'm actually still friends with some of them myself. Now he's doing what he loves, and I'm happy for him. I just wish things had worked out. Almost 2 years later, and I'm still struggling not to think of him every day. I really hope I can get over him and find my own happiness again.
Mine has been gone for 10 years. To be honest, the pain never goes away, and your life will never be the same ever again. Having said that, things change. If you allow yourself to mourn, the healing will start. The pain lessens a lot, but never goes completely away. You will develop your new normal, whatever that is for you. It takes time, lots of it, but knowing that your lost love would want you to live your best life, it will come around. Have patience with yourself as you begin this new chapter in your life. Don't try to forget, but remember with a smile the great things in your life with your love, and be grateful you had them, as many never get that. Sending you healing thoughts and hugs.
There is a woman I have been in love with for over 7 years that we met due to our mutual interest in Argentine tango. We had an instant dance connection, very important in tango, and I learned, as I got to know her, that she was also a pianist, artist, studied ballet, and was fluent in 2 languages. Over the years I've tried dating her off and on and she would usually demur, but at no longer she always greeted me with a big smile and a kiss on the lips, which, from what I understand, is very unusual for a Latina to do with someone she isn't dated. The last time I saw her, she opened up to me for the first time about her marriage and why it ended. Her ex married her because, in her words, he wanted me to be the mother of his children, and there was none of the companionship and love that would otherwise happen in a marriage. It really scarred her, and she said she didn't want to date after the marriage ended, and that was before she and I had met. We still have our friendship. I know she trusts me with things she doesn't trust with others in the tango community. I just wish we could get together definitively because she stirs my soul like virtually no other woman I've ever met. So what's stopping me? I want any relationship to be truly mutual, and she's not ready for that. Whether she will be or not remains to be seen.
I tried to be with such a bum. He had similar attitude. There was always a goal he had to reach first. I didn't care he lived with his parents. I didn't care he didn't have a car, or that he was self-employed and not successful. I wanted to work and grow with him. He wanted me to wait till he manages it himself so he meets some quotas as a man. In the end, I got tired of waiting and met an amazing man who was ready to achieve the milestones with me. I married this man, and he is alone. Respect that she's an adult and invite her in. Life is full of hardships. The sooner you learn to face them together as a team, the better.